Hi, I'm Jess, an LNER train driver. Last time out on Trains and World, I learned how to drive a steam train. We get calls from the heritage lines, don't ever ask to drive one of our trains. I'm sorry. Today, we're here at Stephenson Steam Railway, out to drive one for real. Oh, so it gets warm up here, like, isn't it?
Just a bit. If you want to come over there for us.
Can I pop that off?
Yeah, I've got a phone.
Oh, money.
Just watch your back a set, you'll just set the handbrake off.
Oh, it's old fashioned handbrake. Handbrake off, mate.
Thank you. Well, that's your vacuum brakes, that's working on the coach and stuff. So that's your steam brake, which is just for us.
Yeah.
And that's your vacuum train brake, effectively. Up on the gauge on the top. So you're right with regulator.
Yeah. A little bit different from trains, so it was up here. Feels like it won't last good 15, I'll put it that way.
Takes a bit of a sharp turn to the right, so it's the handbrake on. Safe.
Yes.
So he's going to uncouple us and run round and onto the front. So.
Nice. So what's this one?
So the one on this side, one on that side, they're the injectors. So they're putting water from the tank into the boiler itself.
Right.
Keeping, you can just see it bobbing around in there, that's your water level.
Oh yeah.
So that's his job on that side, to make sure there's plenty of fire, plenty of water, and hopefully plenty of steam.
Yeah. I'm guessing as soon as that starts dropping, that's when he knows you'd need to top off.
Especially with our line being uphill all the way, you want a nice high level of water in, because it sloshes around. And then that one's your vacuum brake, so that turns that on.
Right.
Steam brake for over there, and then they controls his injectors and the blower for using the steam to force the fire if he gets really stuck.
Happy? Happy, mate. Sorry again.
Ah, it's me, Bo, my dear.
It's alright.
I was going to say, shortly I'll be like, I've got to do it, you take a seat, you take a rest, it's alright.
You want to go then?
You're going to have to talk me through everything at this point.
So, whistle first, tell everyone you're moving. And then release the steam brake.
This one,
Yep, like that. And then a little bit of regulator. So you'll feel it bite, and then a touch more. So give it a little nudge. There we go. And just knock it off and let it roll. And then you start using the steam brake.
This one?
That one? And then just, then off.
Yeah, alright. I'm getting that.
Clear there now?
Yeah.
Right, and then just a little bit more.
All
and
the
then
way
bring it
off.
to a stand, And right the way on. There we go. Yeah, it does that.
I was going to say,
we'll just ignore that.
it's like an in-house sauna really, isn't it?
And that's just into forward there now.
Lovely.
So we'll just wait for him to set the points for us.
And then we'll go over then, does it reverse back on?
Yeah, so we'll run up to the far end, onto the other.
Lovely. So he does all the work, we'll just be like, over here.
The driver's side, Danny. You can practically draw a line down the middle and... Right, so whistle. And then, nice little nudge, you'll feel it bite and then just a tiny bit more. That's it. You'll just go away from there, that's fine.
And down,
and then just let her roll a little bit. Right, and then just close the regulator, go right down, and then a little bit of brake. Just so we can pick it back up. So just right on. Right.
Whistle.
Yep. And it's on a touch more. We'll just power through, so just give her a little bit more steam. And then off now. And start putting a little bit of brake on. And just bring it to a stand anywhere there. There we go.
Yep, come on.
I'll take her through the points as such.
No bother.
panel here.
Cup of tea.
Yeah, getting a bit
Very
warm.
nice.
I'll jump out the way.
Might get hit by a shovel.
Tell you what, I bet the blooming fireman used to be like that.
Yeah, it's good exercise, and then when we're getting you back to the museum, you have to start putting water back in the boiler, so then the water cools it down, so you have to then compensate for the cooling.
Oh God.
So while they're going uphill,
Yeah.
but it's nice, I do like it.
Yeah.
You nearly ready?
Yeah, ready, mate. Happy mate?
Handbrake when you're ready.
Handbrake's up, mate.
I am. There you go.
Just like that. Definitely a bit harder for you on the way back, like, isn't it?
But it's fun.
I was going to say a bit of teamwork going on there. He was shoveling, you were kicking open and that.
Yeah.
Hey, honestly.
Well, that's it. You think now driving, you're doing it's on your own. You're just working with yourself. Whereas this, you've got to work with each other. Otherwise, you get used to the same people that you're working with. So he knows what I'm going to do, and I know what he's going to do.
Yeah. So those up there control the water going into it.
Yeah. So on that side,
Obviously, I see you topping up your water levels. And
so you
like
hear that sort of hissing noise at the minute. That's the injector working. That's pumping water into there at the moment.
Right.
And there the glasses there, so I can check the light, and then you just see it come back on.
Yeah.
That's just a more modern version of this, really. Same job, but you turn the key and that goes, whereas this takes a couple of hours first.
It's quite mad the fact that even though the diesel have still got like the steam type tube on the front of it.
And a lot of them, they were designed so the drivers, were still all taps and like levers that they'd recognise, because you could tell there were steam drivers going on the diesels.
So it just made that transition a bit easier.
Yeah. So they look a bit similar, and the driving's very similar. It's all handbrakes like that, and wheels and dials and. A little shunt to do quickly. And that one's your reversing, forward and reversing, all your different gears.
Yeah.
I know there's a bit to take in when you just look at it, and it's like...
It's like you're like an octopus, you know, you've got an arm up your arm down here, you constantly on the move.
Once you get used to it, it's so natural there. Yeah. You know yourself, you'll just do things and then go, I didn't even realise I'd done that.
Yeah. It's one of those things when you're going through training, it's like, how am I going to remember all this? Then next thing you're like, oh yeah, it's fine.
Hey.
I was just as easy as changing ends.
Hi, I'm Trevor Wilson, Customer and Facilities Manager for North and South Tyneside. I'd like to welcome you to Stephenson Steam Railway, which houses Killingworth Billy, third oldest surviving steam engine in the world. Now the museum basically looks at George and Robert Stephenson, what they achieved and what they produced, but we also have other engines on display, like the electric E4 shunting engine and the electric parcel van. We also have a number of steam engines, and we are running today.
Run the whole sort of series on this kind of thing, or?
Well, it started doing the Train Sim World game,
right,
and then we did like a steam train, and that was horrendous. I'm not even going to lie, I was horrendous. I spattered, I think an iron missed a platform that wasn't even meant to be stopping at, but I thought I was. It was an experience to say the least. And, yeah, then we managed to actually get us on a steam train, so.
You're not going to mention the spat before I let you have a go, mate.
No.
Quite a steep line, you're on a downhill all the way down. There's originally an engine at the top of the hill where the shed is now, would have pulled the wagons up with a rope, so they didn't use engines on this bit at all. You'd have trains of wagons with a rope with nobody on it, just running up the hill. They did a project at the museum just around the millennium time, recording a lot of the old drivers who've gone and passed away. And this is where they'd have their bait on the way down. And then obviously you're working all the way back up the hill again. Some of their sort of stories, it's frightening really. What they used to race each other up the hill. There used to be 4 tracks here side by side, all different railway companies. So they'd race each other up the bank. And it was all worked on permissive work, and there was no sort of signalling as such. They used to follow the brake lamp with the train in front. He says we used to give it about a wagon's length between them in the dark. Where I was stationed at the bottom used to be an engine shed, there was a motor power depot there. So Thursday main shed was there from like 1840 right through till the 1980s. You have to have a go on the shovel as well.
You're right.
Just don't let go of it.
I'll give him a break round here.
You never hear the engine if you let go of it.
Handbrake on.
Safe.
Yeah.
So is that kind of like a neutral now? So,
Yeah. There's a little white mark, sort of, well, it was white, on the side of there. And then you've got all your different gears, forward and reverse. So
Yeah, that's champion.
when we're going up the hill, you'll see I'm using different gears as we're running.
Yeah.
Depends how nice you want to be to the fireman. Like, you can leave it in full forward and use all the steam up, or
Yeah.
you can notch it back a bit.
Just kind of coast it along a little bit. Yeah.
Yes, without going too far into it, you're knocking the cut off, so it's letting less steam in but doing it quicker.
Yeah.
You know what they're like.
We've got, I was thinking probably about that bit. So we've got our shirt here, just ground it. Doesn't take much to fill up, you know, fill up with the football, water or whatever, and that's it.
Right then, you want to take it for a wander?
Way aye. Right.
So you're already in reverse,
Right.
your steam brake's on.
Yeah. So I give it a 2.
Yep.
Then pull this one off.
Yep, so release that and then on with the regulator. So you're feeling a click and then a tiny bit more. There, that's it. And then off. And start easing your brake on now. And then anywhere there. Just leave that on, and then if you want to put it into forward, so watch out for that pipe because that's a little bit warm.
Right. All the way forward, yeah?
Aye, yep, full forward.
There we go. So, I'm getting there.
Oh, definitely. Right, so 2.
And then
Off with the brake, and then on with your regulator. A little bit more. And then off. And then anywhere there. Right, when you're ready. When you get a little bit more, you're fine. Right, you see this lever here, just pull this one back, right back. Right, and then you give it a little bit more steam.
a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah. Touch more, tiny bit more, and then off with your steam and start popping your brake on. Just on the brake, yeah. Yeah, well, I'll let you take it through. Just wait for him to finish playing with his fire. Good. Stops you rolling your ankle as you go. Right, so then. Yep. There you go, you've got it now there, you feel that little light slip. It's like a clutch in a car, it's got a little biting point and just...
And then you just know.
Touch more steam. So you will stop level with the back of the fence, so anywhere from here now. If you want to pop it into reverse. If you want to just go forward and just wind my colleagues up by sitting right under the bridge. Just Right, so you want to take it down, just stop it just short of the coach as far as... Stop it short and then I'll take it on. But
No bother, so that's
you're already in gear. nice thing is you can let gravity do the work a little bit, so you're just controlling it on the brake. So off there now, let it roll a little bit. Might have engaged it in a touch. There, just on. You can just hear the hiss a little bit, so give it a tiny bit of steam and then straight off. And then on with your brake now. Now, if you want, you can take it on.
Yeah, why not?
Go on.
So
Right, so a tiny bit of steam.
do you want to do horn again?
Oh, you're alright.
So
Just a tiny bit and straight back off. And then so you'll be coming up to it now. And brake on. There you go. Spot on. Hello. Right, ready when you are. Just pop that in at neutral. Well done.
Thank you. Not gonna lie, it went a lot better than I was expecting it to.
You see, you're getting there with it. It's just like you see, you're balancing everything.
Yeah. It's just having that logical order in your head, and it's like, right, that there, that there, that there.
Because the nice thing when you're buffering on here is you've got that gravity, you can just let it roll in, you're not too heavy with the steam, whereas at the top end you have to force it up the bank to do it. Go on then, you've got an apprentice.
Alright. Thank you. And now, is there a technique? If I pull my back out, you just
get a feel for it.
Just anywhere, or?
Just anywhere, yeah.
Don't hit the side bits.
Thank you.
No problem.
That's definitely the warm bit. You're definitely in the right grade, you see.
Yeah.
Once you've reached drive, you try and do as little of that as humanly possible.
Keep yourself in cup of eye, mate. That's it. Keep going.
I know my place, he knows it.
Just got to play to your strengths. That's what it is.
Because, like, obviously when these are working properly, it might take 10 years for you to get from that side to this side, yeah.
I think by that point your back's gone, you need the gun and you need that job.
Well, that's it. For want of a better term, it was dead man's shoes, basically. You'd step across and then you'd be working on a shunting engine, then you're working up to bigger and bigger until you eventually get the top link. Thank you. 401, send over.
I like report line 45, we're going to go inside it now, please. Stay there now.
That's received. Train to stand, coming back over. Handbrake on when you get 2 seconds. Just set fire over to the bank side. Back in a sec. Not that steam brake off.
That's the overflow pipe, so when I put water in.
Yeah.
I've gone from giving him as much steam pressure as possible, so now he doesn't need it. So I've shut dampers to the air underneath.
Yeah.
I've stopped the airflow through the chimney, so that's why it's like all things like that. And we're just sitting on max pressure. If it goes over max pressure as a safety valve, that's fine, but we're trying not to waste it.
Yeah.
So it's counteracting with steam as well. So, well, that's the water there. We don't want to go below there, but I'll take the chance now. I've got some space to try and take some
Just popping a fire out will not be too long.
One Bob said it's quite a lot of power and I'm giving a lot of power. You'll see a lot of hot ambers come out here. They'll sometimes go below. Or Bob sort of wiggle it over and up. It'll pull the ambers through the pipes and out of the chimney. So when you're winter at night time, you'll see like a shower of hot ambers come out of the chimney.
Actually quite nice to see, really, wasn't it? Yeah. Like fireworks going off.
Yeah.
Did you add that in for dramatic effect?
I wish.
I'll be just few minutes, Rob, when you're going to be able to start.
Aye. Looks like they've got it under control anyway. We've got a fire beater in the guard's van, so...
Does it happen very often, or just when
it's bone dry like this, it's just... Because as you're on the run, bits of fire are dropping out all the time, and just when it's damp you're fine, but...
When it's a bit dry, then it's just recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was like, an action movie, the train pulling away, the big fire's coming up, it's very, very cool.
Just need some explosions and...
A bit like Mission Impossible,
You all ready to go? Happy? Handbrake's off, right?
210.
Yeah.
Definitely like a little sauna in here though, it is warm. Quite nice on winter, come and get some marshmallows over the top of it. You know, if you had like any bits of like ember or anything come out here,
yeah,
would
there
you
was a few before coming out.
would you just, obviously if it started looking like it were about to, you know, set off a little bit of a bigger fire in here, would you just stamp it out, or have you got like something you can use?
That's connected to this injector, so we just start this up and then
just spray it out.
it's quite good.
Ah, champion.
So this is Bagnall 401, built in 1950 down in Stafford. It was used for the British Steel Company of Wales down at Port Talbot, moving heavy loads around the steelworks there. Later sold to the Austin Motor Company, moving cars around their factory before being preserved at the West Somerset Railway, and later moving up here to the North Tyneside Steam Railway. And it's one of the most advanced industrial steam engines you'll find, with it being built in 1950, so it has mod cons like roller bearings and rocker ash pans, things that you wouldn't normally see on an engine of this type. Sort of the Rolls Royce of steam engines, if you will. Right, go and get some water and... I'll do that. There you go, back on. All the good jobs, see.
I'm back on.
Thank you. Go on then, up you go. So he goes for a climb. I'll do. Right. bring her through. Hello.
Even had behind the back action there, he's just showing off now, isn't he? Well, that was a bit of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We had a bit of drama towards the end with a Lineside fire, which was really cool to see. But how do you think I did?
Did pretty well, getting there. A little bit steady away at the start, but definitely getting there by the end. I mean, I'm not sure make a driver out of it yet, you know, but...
I was going to say, the important question, would I be allowed back on a heritage rail?
100%.
Thank God for that. That makes life a lot nicer for me. So comparing to our normal Azumas, I can say it's a lot more hands-on. You've got to know what to pull, when to pull, and more than anything, you're a lot more dirtier than what you would be on a normal Azuma. But thank you for the experience. It's been a great day out. Really enjoyed it, and I've loved getting my hands on a steam train.
Very welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.